New Jerseyans, both said they have no intention of changing the law that makes it illegal for you to pump your own gas in New Jersey.
I think a lot of fans would like that one. WNYC's Mike Hayes for more of our coverage on the New Jersey governor's race. Go to our news site, Gothamus. Mike, thank you.
Sure, thanks for having me.
WNYC supporters include New York Presbyterian, reminding listeners that regular cancer screenings could save lives. New York Presbyterian offers a full range of cancer screenings, including lung, breast, prostate, and more. Learn more at nyp.org/cancer screening.
I'm Maria Hinojosa. This week on Latino USA, we head to California, where an unconventional music program is helping farm workers process trauma and heal.
It's not just about teaching notes or chords, but about honoring their stories and building something joyful and beautiful with them through music.
That's this week on Latino USA. Tonight at 9 on WNYC.
In the new film, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, Rose Byrne stars as a therapist and a mother dealing with a series of crises, from her daughter's mysterious illness to a home plumbing disaster and her own unraveling mental health. On the next All of It, she joins us. Plus, we'll preview this weekend's Red Hook Open Studios. I'm Allison Stewart. Join us for All of It, weekdays at noon on WNYC.
It is 6:52. Marketplace Morning Report is next, and then later on Morning Edition, 12 people were killed and more than 6,000 structures destroyed before the Palisades fire last January was extinguished. Now, federal authorities have arrested a 29-year-old man who they accuse of starting it. We'll have more on that in about 15 minutes. Mid-50s right now with some clouds out there. Sunny and 59 for a high on this Thursday, October 9th. Winds gusting up to 25 miles an hour, so hold on out there. Tonight, clear and cold, mid-40s, and then tomorrow, sunny and 63. Low 50s Friday night, then the holiday weekend. Saturday, partly sunny, 68. Sunday, Monday, rain likely, mainly in the mid-afternoon. Mostly cloudy and 62.
Some of the bulbs are burned out on the Las Vegas Economic Indicator.
Marketplace Morning Report is supported by Amazon Business, dedicated to helping businesses save time on office tasks and empower leaders with business buying solutions that support teams to focus on growing the business. Learn about smart business buying at amazonbusiness.com.
I'm David Brancaccio. Turns out what happens in Vegas does not stay in Vegas. Today, a story from what is arguably the discretionary spending capital of the country to help us understand the state of the economy wherever you live. I'm just back from the Neon Babylon, as some call it, where I found that the economy has lost some of its glow. On a pleasant recent evening, a few dozen, but not hundreds of people stopped to watch the dancing fountains in front of the Bellagio Casino. Is it me, or do the Jets look like a bar graph of the Las Vegas economy? Way up coming out of the pandemic through last year, but for 2025, more than a dribble, but not a mighty flow.
We love Las Vegas.
We know this because Jim here has the retro Welcome to Las Vegas sign tattooed all the way down his calf. He, Janice, and two pals have flown the 11 hours from Scotland, not for the first time.
Oh, no. Maybe 10, maybe.
So you can compare for us. Do you feel that it's a little quieter here than on your previous trips?
And much more expensive.
There are hard data to back up the sense of quiet.
I live in a world of ones and zeros.
We had gone to see Jeremy Aguero of Applied Analysis, a research and consulting firm here.
For 30 years, we've been measuring what happens in the economy, and it's never fun when you start seeing the numbers start to slide.
Start is the key word. It's not off a cliff, but the direction is down. 7.8% fewer people came to Las Vegas in the first 8 months of this year. 1.8 million fewer humans came through the big airport here. And the regional jobless rate?
We're about 6% and edging upward. That's concerning.
Concerning beyond Las Vegas, if this is an early indicator that people are getting nervous about how they spend the money that they're not required to spend, given worries about further inflation and jobs.
Welcome to Vegas, everyone.
I saw the Scotsman's tattoo, but I'm now looking at the actual Las Vegas welcome sign where folks are taking turns doing selfies. Word is the line used to go all the way back to the parking lot, but not today, where there are maybe 15 people. Carlos brings his family in from San Diego once a year, where he says rooms that used to be $129 a night are $300.
5 of us just ate for almost $300, where before it was like $150, all of us would eat.
And then his kid touched but didn't drink water in the hotel room.
We got charged $15 for a bottle of water because of the sensors on the hotel. So, I mean, not everybody comes in with $100 billion in their bank account, but at the end of the day, people come here to enjoy Vegas.
In the boom that followed the pandemic, many businesses here raised prices to take advantage of the mood to splurge. Then, after a social media backlash, prices are coming down. That said, the hotel I carefully shopped for surprised me on check-in with an extra $55 plus tax, quote, resort fee. Now, none of this surprises another visitor going for a selfie, Jermaine.
It's Vegas. If you're not coming out here to spend a little money, then you shouldn't be coming out here. But at the same time, that's a little pricey.
Local businesses also feel the pressures. Juani Romero owns 7 gorgeously designed coffee shops called Mothership Coffee Roasters that use beans sourced from women-owned suppliers.
Our downtown shop, our sales are down. It's been now like about 4 to 6 months of it being down 30%. But the rest of our stores are doing really well. But just that store specifically because it's heavily tourist dependent.
The economic moment has her caught between risk and opportunity. With the downturn, she's being offered reduced rent on what could be a new Mothership location on the Las Vegas Strip itself. Now, during the boom, no way she could afford that lease. Now maybe she can, but what if the tourist slump gets worse?
The question is, how long are we going to be in this position where I don't have a crystal ball? You know, what if it's a recession? It would literally upend the whole company.
All that said, Las Vegas convention bookings have been holding their own this year, with dates for next year looking okay so far. Those are driven not by household budgets, but by decisions of bigger businesses during this never say die stock market exuberance. And there's this, a U.S. Travel Association survey just before the federal government shutdown found that 60% of travelers had said they would reconsider or cancel travel plans if a shutdown happened. It is shut down, of course, and among airports reporting some staffing shortages, Harry Reid, Las Vegas. Tomorrow, here, a look at a separate challenge for Las Vegas, Trump administration border policy. Markets, S&P, Dow, and NASDAQ futures are little changed at the moment. This after the NASDAQ index, with many tech companies therein, closed up more than 1.1% to another all-time high yesterday. Again, the AI-driven stock market. Given the shutdown, we're still groping through the fog as far as more traditional economic indicators go. No weekly figures on state unemployment filings this morning, but tomorrow we should get an early read on October consumer sentiment, not from the closed government, but from the University of Michigan.
Marketplace Morning Report is supported by Odoo, dedicated to providing software designed to scale with businesses. Odoo's programs for manufacturing, accounting, and more aim to provide building blocks for creating a custom software suite. Odoo, what businesses need. And by Schwab. Schwab offers investors choices like full-service wealth management, self-directed investing options, and trading on Thinkorswim. More at schwab.com.
Now to China, which has tightened controls on the export of rare earth metals, vital parts of electronic everything, including military hardware. China already is the world's biggest player, home to much rare earth mining and refining. The BBC's Laura Bicker reports from Beijing.
Foreign companies will need the Chinese government's approval to export products if they've been made using any of the country's rare earth extraction, refining or magnet-making technology. One of the main targets of these controls appears to be overseas defence manufacturers. They'll not be granted export licences to protect China's national security interests, according to the Commerce Ministry. Beijing appears to be trying to leverage its dominance of the supply chain as it continues trade negotiations with the US and ahead of an expected meeting between President Donald Trump and the Chinese leader Xi Jinping later this month.
That's Laura Bicker with our newsroom partners at the BBC. I'm David Brancaccio. You're listening to the Marketplace Morning Report from APM, American Public Media.
WNY